Hello out there. We just got this new laptop out here and we're testing the camera out on it. It's got a webcam. I've never had a webcam like that before.
It's like all distorted. My face looks blue.
Our faces do look blue. The last laptop we had, my brother gave it to me probably about 2014, 2013.
Something like that.
And I used it for about the last 5 years, but it got to the point where on like the right side of it, there was just a strip where it was all distorted in different colors and it looked like static on a screen. But the sound was also distorted on it, so
I couldn't even make out what some things were saying sometimes. Like, what?
it was like on that Family Guy episode where the public access has got the bad audio basement shit. Like, oh, you're making a murder house. It's way more distorted and fuzzy.
I like that.
Yeah, our lives are kind of coming together right now.
Yep.
Things are pretty good. One, I love her.
I love you.
We haven't been on camera like together recently, so I think this is definitely appropriate.
Yeah.
We love each other very much. We're twin flames. What a twin flame is it's the opposite sex. Wait, the opposite sex version of you. Your yin to your yang. We are just two ginger redheads.
My hair is purple right now, though.
Yeah, her hair's purple.
You can't tell, though, because it's all distorted.
I'm going to turn this light on for a little bit here so you can see her purple hair. It looks really awesome. Let's turn this on here. Got a little bit more light in here now.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Well,
you
then,
see her.
let me do that. Maybe try to hold it up to the light somehow. I don't know.
It's like a perfect dye job, in my opinion.
I don't know how I did all that.
But it looks fucking awesome.
You can see kind of the red coming out of it, too. It's
Coming out
cool.
of it. All right, we're going to go back to the dark here. Come to the dark side.
Ooh, I
How
like
long can we keep? How long can we keep this going? What's random bullshit on our mind right now? I went out and did my travels earlier. Was in Vandalia, was on the west side of Dayton, North Dixie, Bellbrook by the Dayton Mall, and yeah, I was all over today. It was a pretty fun day. Yesterday was really fun. Those Saturday night travels, the crowds can be
pretty intense.
They can definitely be pretty intense. I like Sunday night travels better.
Tell them about that one guy you had that threw up in the back of your car.
One guy had one person officially throw up in my car. Now, it was when he got out, he just completely puked on the side of it. No, actually, I remember him raising the window down and trying to puke, but he still puked all over the thing. I get out and I look at him like, seriously? And it was like within 30 seconds of me pulling up to the hotel, because this travel was from the Oregon district. It was like the Blind Bob's, Ned Pepper's, those bars down there.
Yeah.
But they had to go to this hotel on Miller Lane where I was up to at night, and I filmed that video, Sunday Night Travels, but a couple weeks ago I was up there. And it's one of these hotels in like York Center Plaza. And as soon as I was turning on York Center Plaza, the guy puked in the side. His friend looks at him like, fucking serious? He's like, man, sorry, it was his 21st birthday, but
Dumbass.
man, those Oregon district travels, they're
Tailor-made. Yeah, tailor-made to be a douchebag.
He had a hat on that said tailor-made. And she's like joking around, tailor-made to be a douchebag. I was still gonna go for an hour or two that night, but I had to come home and get the car cleaned up.
I'm just glad that they puked out the window. Thank God for
definitely.
that. That was a real pain in the ass even with, though.
Some of these people drinking out in Dayton, they're pretty funny,
It's like all blue.
It is blue.
Wow.
See things change here.
Ooh, I like the lighting.
Hands. I wonder how long we can film videos on this thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's got the time and everything. I wonder how long this can go. Is there anything...
Should I put on some music for the event? We can just sit here and, like, bullshit into the camera and listen to music.
Put on something. Play something you like.
Okay. Let's see here. My phone won't be stubborn. What would you like to listen to?
You can go and pick something out. As always, you have to say something like, "I do not own the rights to this music," so they don't try to sue
I do not own the rights to any of this music that I am about to play. It is not mine. Do not come after me, and yeah.
You got some of those money check bands out there. They don't really create. The only reason they pick up an instrument is to make money. They don't actually give a shit about music, but having a mansion and a big fucking car, so...
I think we should listen to The Dark Side of the Moon.
Definitely not a money check band.
Nope.
Definitely a legit... One of the most legit bands ever, Pink Floyd.
Oh, yeah.
I had heard songs off it, but I had never heard Dark Side of the Moon until we were in the car, and Terry played it for me, and it was my brother's copy of it.
Yeah, we inherited his disc booklet, and it had a lot of his CDs in it. That's cool that your brother owned Dark Side of the Moon, though.
What song is this off it?
This is the first one, Speak to Me.
Speak to Me. Yeah, I remember there's like 10 tracks on that album.
And they all merge into one.
Because that's an album I'll sometimes play on my travels, and definitely the people that go on travels with me, they definitely react to that one. They definitely like that one. I had rented some CDs from the library, because I used to rent CDs from the library when I was a teenager. And that's how I found out about a lot of music. But for my travels, I've been getting music from the library again.
Music from the library is awesome.
And I got A Momentary Lapse of Reason. Is that what it's called? The one with Learning to Fly, because that's my favorite song by him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's off that album.
Close up.
All I can see is the glare on my glasses. I'll have to do this.
We'll bring back some light a little bit. We'll kind of change the moods in here. Because that's how our moods are. At least my mood is I'll be in darkness for a little bit.
And I'll go back to light.
And then I'll feel really light. My moods are really bipolar like that, back and forth. Really.
My lips look like they have lipstick on them. Yeah, look at the screen.
You look really pretty when you wear lipstick, though, but...
Looks like I'm wearing lipstick. Am I?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Lip stain still on or something. This one feels like I'm more on the spotlight in this life.
Yeah, see, I was thinking the same thing. We start talking less. Let's take you all back to the dark side.
The dark side of the
dark
moon.
side.
That's better. I kind of like the green background. I don't know how that's green, but it's green.
Is it green now?
Looks like it, like over here. See, that feels a lot better. I don't feel like I'm on a spotlight.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is still filming.
It's what I've called many times what we both know as the zone. You get your mind into a certain zone, it takes you places you can't normally go, you know. I remember one of the first times I said that, I was like, it feels like I went to this different zone. And I eventually just turned getting into the zone.
Yeah. Going to space.
Going to space.
Blasting off.
Blasting off. You know, your head feels like a balloon. And your neck feels like a string, and it's just kind of waving back and forth in the wind. And realizations happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mental evolutions happen. And... she's acting like a unicorn right there. Right there.
I'm a unicorn.
So I'm going to take the next 2 days off. Like I said in the early videos, you know, Monday and Tuesday off. We're going to go see our friend Gabe and go see our friend Virginia.
Yeah, we're going to go pick up our friend Gabe and go to Virginia's place.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Gabe's someone we're both very comfortable with. We see him almost every week, and I can be completely comfortable around him.
I can too. I can be myself and draw flowers on my hand.
Yep.
See? Flower.
Cool.
This music takes us on a journey.
It definitely does when you listen to music when you're in the zone. You hear things in it. For me, I'll hear certain like guitar parts in the background that I never even realized were there before.
Yeah. This one's always been kind of scary because it feels like you're falling into a wormhole.
This is I always remember hearing this back in the day. It's some kind of, I almost kind of, like you said, a wormhole or something going light speed.
Yeah.
Like this is some kind of space travel.
Oh, yeah. Traveling billions of light years.
So, is there anything else?
Is there any other bullshitting we can come
How
up
much
with?
longer can we push this video, man? Well, you're gonna have to entertain him for a little bit, sweetie, because I have to go urinate. So, I'll see you guys in about a minute. Keep them going, baby.
Watch my watch.
I piss a lot.
How long's it been? Oh, wow. You can really see my face now because you have the bathroom light on.
Should I leave that light on?
Oh, it's fine. It's not too bad.
Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. Oh.
No glasses? Glasses. No glasses? Glasses. Not nerd? Nerd. Cool. Nerd.
That's what we call right there a bathroom intermission.
Yeah.
I
hope I kept you all entertained with my silliness.
What's something I got on my mind right now? That, you know, some of those impersonations from shows that make me laugh. So, Denny, you arrested your fish in a car. Yeah, I done that. Thank you. Why'd you do it, Denny? Under suspicion, collusion. That cop car's gonna take that wide-mouthed bass and turn it into a robot. I highly doubt that, Denny, but if that's how you choose to spend your weekend, it's fine with me. I reckon I do. I'm the law. I am shivering my finger into this corn trying to get this piece of corn out. It's been bugging me for weeks. You see that cloud out there, Denny? Yeah, huh? Direct traffic into it. Hey, y'all. I'm here to bring this cloud down. Oh.
Deep butthead.
Butthead. I don't know if I can do that on the spot, but this sucks. You suck. One of my favorite ones is where there's that arm cuff thing and it's a blood pressure test. Beavis puts his arm to it and he gets stuck and they're all freaking. He can't get out. They look at the blood pressure thing. They're like, is it a ride?
I remember that one.
Butthead almost goes to get a saw to cut his arm off.
Oh, God. La 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 la.
The song's gonna get good here soon, I promise. Okay, let's give it a chance. He's like, was that the part you were talking about?
Wow, that just got really trippy with all these clocks.
This one's what called time.
I think so.
Yeah.
Time something. I think it's time.
No, it's definitely time. Obviously, because the clocks. What the hell are we thinking here? It's obviously time.
We're in the zone.
You just got zoned. You just got zoned, bitches.
Cuddle.
It's intense the way the face looks blue the closer you get up to it. And the hands, alien hands. Rawr.
It's almost like trippy.
Trippity dippity doo. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up my cock.
Oh my.
We might go shoot pool tomorrow night.
That'd be cool. And you're gonna kick my ass again.
Aw.
I like it though. At least you don't try. At least you don't try to lose. I appreciate that.
I've definitely shot pool with people in the past that I don't know. They got pissed. They just like I don't know. It sucked. And that's fun when we go out to the bar and do that.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me win by my own merit.
Yes.
It's a shadow. Shadow people. Whoa!
We look like creatures.
We do.
You are a beautiful creature.
We look like black silhouettes or something. It's weird.
But I love shooting pool, and I want to practice it. She's telling me I'm good enough that I could be in a league, and I don't know, but...
You're pretty good, Tim.
Any way that I can find money without being some dick-sucking corporate whore, you know, I'm going to go for that. I'm sick of living and being at jobs like the ones in the past. I couldn't imagine if I was still at that plastics factory I was at for 4.5 years. I was fucking miserable, and they didn't give a shit about their people.
No.
Just working them to death. I remember them even telling me, they're like, family's important, but, you know, the customer's more important than your family. And the boss once said, think of me as your dad and you're all my children.
Ugh.
I know they've told other people that this job is more important than their family.
Yeah, fuck that.
Sick-ass working-class fucking America. Apparently I learned that America is the most overworked country in the world. Other countries work, but not the way we do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we're so aggressive as a civilization.
Why we're all so fat, too, is we are releasing cortisol, which is a stress hormone which causes you to gain weight.
Most overworked country in the fucking world. We can't figure that shit out now, can we? There's a lot of derpy shit we can't fucking figure out.
I don't even think the Chinese, like, work balls to the wall like we do. I think they have their downtime. That's disturbing.
Well, you think a lot of European countries, too.
They actually have designated breaks for people to take naps.
One of the biggest bullshit things I've ever heard in my life by Murica is freedom isn't free. Oh, seriously? Then what the fuck is Canada?
Right.
They have just as much freedom as us, and, you know, they're not, you know, ready to send their people off to kill someone because they speak a different language and they're a different skin color, and they have a lot of fucking oil over there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Australia, too, has pretty much just as much fucking... And there are countries, you know, what, Norway and Denmark and certain places in England that term, you know, let's be Switzerland, you know...
I want to move to Switzerland.
You know, be Switzerland because they're neutral. These countries have freedom, but, you know, terrorist states aren't bombing them. And they're not sending their people to shoot a kid because he doesn't speak English. There's nothing that pisses Americans off more than a language they can't understand. And I know this because I'll pick up people on my travels and I'll see they have a bad rating. Of course, they get in the car and they don't speak English. I'm like, oh, that's right, because some American gave them a bad rating.
Yeah, just
because
for not speaking English.
I always give those people 5 stars. I've had 2 women in my car yesterday speaking some language I completely didn't understand. Didn't know what it was, but I'm welcoming in that car because there's other ways to communicate, and I'm welcoming of people. People don't have to speak English on my travels. I'm not that American type that demands everyone speak English. Let's just blow the rest of the fucking world off the map until someone starts speaking fucking English.
Yeah.
Letting some intense thoughts out right now.
Yeah, it's the music doing it.
Think so?
Probably. It's pretty intense. This song's all about corruption in the government.
Yeah.
Or this album.
Welcome to the machine.
Yeah. That's a classic song right there. Pink Floyd.
It's one of your favorite bands, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I like them a lot, but you're definitely the bigger fan of them. Just like, that was like my brother's favorite bands. I remember my brother used to go to the Dayton Laser Sphere and used to see the Pink Floyd Laser Light Show.
I always wanted to see that.
I remember, and, you know, 15 years ago, that's a place I actually like to go a lot. I don't think they still have the Boonshock Museum, but they don't have the Dayton Laser Sphere anymore. And anyone that got to go to the Laser Sphere knows how special that place was. I remember seeing a Tool laser light show. I saw a Pink Floyd one. There was even ones for, like, X-Fest at the time.
Damn.
They played certain bands, like I remember, like in 2003 and 2005.
When did they close down Laser Sphere?
I don't remember. The last time I ever saw a show there was probably 2006.
Huh.
I think that was that was called Laser Schism at the time.
Oh, wow. That's cool. I never got to go there.
I wish I could take you there. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I wish you could too.
Yeah, it definitely appears that on this I can definitely make some longer videos.
I would hope so, as this has a 360 gigabyte hard drive.
I have a lot to say sometimes. Might be making a lot of videos on this from now on.
Yeah.
We have touched on so many things.
Yeah.
So many things in so many places.
This video's gone so many different directions.
It's all over the place, and that's who we are.
We don't stick to one topic. We just can't. We don't have the attention span. We have like ADHD. It's like talking about something like deep and thought-provoking and, ooh, butterfly! Start chasing it like...
Hey, look, there's a deer in this. There's a fox.
Look, there's a gnome up in the sky.
Gnome up in the sky. I could have swore the way the break in the clouds were, it looked like a gnome's cap and a gnome. I was like, Terry, you see that gnome outline out there? And she's just like, smoke another. And we always joke around like, please, Terry, believe me, there was a gnome up there. And she's like, smoke another. I can't win this one. Apparently, it didn't sound like it didn't look like a gnome, but I was going to talk about foxes too. Like, my favorite animal. I love animals. My favorite animals have changed over the years. Definitely, when I was a teenager, I loved penguins. I always like frogs and turtles. Turtles are neat because they can isolate. They have these shells.
I think I was a turtle in a past life.
Turtle?
Yeah.
But as of right now, there's something about foxes. Foxes are the most... They're majestic. They look like all the knowledge is inside their head, and if they could communicate with humans, they could fix this world. Foxes could fix the world. And they have really awesome tails. I think they have the neatest tails of any animals out there. And Harley definitely reminded me of a fox.
Yeah. It's like that fox I saw the other night over there, like across from our apartment. He just sat and stared at me under the streetlight, and he probably stared at me for a good 20-30 seconds, and then he ran off. I think he saw that I was okay. We actually made eye contact.
I remember you saying he nodded his head at you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had that happen to me, too. We were driving home from Yellow Springs over by the Hyde-covered bridge, that neighborhood, and there was a fox walking on the sidewalk, looks at me and nods at me. Nods at us, and you said that happened, too.
Mm-hmm. You were at work when that happened. It happened one night where you were driving.
Yeah.
So... turn that down just a smidgen. Have a smiley face, everybody.
Such a little artist right here.
I got my septum pierced. It's the only piercing I leave in now.
Yeah, as you can see, I keep the bridge in and I keep the eyebrow in, but I do not have the nostril or the lip. I was thinking, we were having a discussion one day, and I was like, there's certain ways, I'm always going to be different, but there's certain ways to evolve as you get older being different. And I was like, me being 34 years old, I was like, okay, the nostril ring and the lip ring, I was like, okay, we're getting a little excessive here. I think 2 is the perfect combo, and that's what looked the best, so... Yeah, so...
I kept the septum because I can easily hide it. And it also is the most badass piercing I have out of all of them. It's the most painful one. It was more painful than all my tattoos combined.
I used to like rings better than studs, but like I don't like, especially have on my eyebrow, I don't like the way like the ring looks. I only like studs now.
Yeah, I need to. If I do put my eyebrow ring back in, I'll have to get a stud.
You should because you had your eyebrow and your lip done too. I think we should both have too. So you can put your lip or your eyebrow back, and you used to have your tongue done too.
I don't wear the tongue ring anymore. I let that close.
You could do the eyebrow because we would both have our eyebrow. I remember when you said we had the same piercings when we first met, and it was the eyebrow and the lip.
Yeah, it was the exact same spots and everything, same side.
It would kind of be like that. We both have an eyebrow piercing, but we both have a strange nose piercing. Yours would be at the bottom, the septum, and mine would be at the top.
Maybe I should buy a stud and a new hoop here soon.
Yeah, I remember I got my bridge pierced. This was like the summer of 2011. One of the reasons I wanted to do it was because it was very rare. I remember seeing someone in a band. The first time I ever saw this was in 2001. I was looking through this booklet of a band I liked and had a picture of the guitarist, and he had a bridge piercing. I was like, I've never seen that before. That's neat, and it's kind of rare. And I remember that's why I got that one done. I thought it was really rare, and unique, and I hadn't seen it done much. And the thing is, people ask if this one hurts a lot, and even going into it, I'm like, I don't think this one's going to hurt a lot because it's people think it goes through the bone. It's just the little bit of skin in front of the bone on the bridge. There's no cartilage there. There's no nerve, so that one does not hurt at all. Imagine your septum.
Oh God, my septum was bad.
I admit I wouldn't be able to handle it. I wouldn't.
The healing alone was worse than the actual piercing itself. And the piercing itself was pretty intense. I won't ever forget that pain. It was horrible.
My nostril hurt the most of mine. The eyebrow actually hurt second most. The lip was pretty easy, but I can. The same thing with the tongue. You said that getting your tongue pierced wasn't bad. That
didn't hurt bad at all, actually.
In a million years, I couldn't imagine, getting that done.
All your nerve endings on the outside of your tongue right here.
Aww! When you're talking right there?
And there, when you get to the middle of your tongue, right there, it's like you don't feel as many there's not as many nerve endings. So when they take the forceps actually hurt more than the actual needle does, because once they clamp down on it, the clamp like almost numbs the whole area they're getting ready to pierce through. So it's like numbed while they put it in.
Yeah.
So it's like there's not a lot of nerve endings, and there's not a lot of like, I don't know, it's just weird.
I think we should cut the video.
Yeah, it's 26 minutes long. And we're just rambling now.
So we welcomed you into our mind tonight. And we will chat with you all soon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves out there.
Bye-bye.